Hi guys, Peter here. Just a little update really on my diet and the fourth month of OMAD. Um, Obviously, people that know, um, last month really was my true fourth month, but it was a bit of a disaster. One thing after another. So that month pretty much was useless. So this month is my fourth month of dieting. I'm back on OMAD now. I am back in ketosis and everything's sweet. I'm getting the benefits from that, either being more focused, a lot more positive. I feel a lot more energetic, and everything that goes with the with that. But there is one thing I want to share with you, and that I really noticed that when I when I first started OMAD, it was very hard for me to get into it. It took a week to get used to it. You had to be so much willpower to keep yourself on track, and it took a week before things started easing down. Now I thought I was going to have to go through all that again, but on the 18th, at 6 o'clock, I said to myself, this is my last meal, I'm back on OMAD. So after this meal I'm going to be fasting 23 hours. And it just went, it just did it, and I had no problem, and I'm quite amazed. It was quite surprising, which I thought was brilliant. I didn't get any of the pangs, and when I sort of felt a bit hungry, I just automatically knew, yeah, just have a quick coffee and that will stop it. And all the things that I'd adjusted and used as the get me buys, all carried over, all without even thinking. It was done, and it made life so much simpler. And being in ketosis now, like I say, I've got all the benefits from it, and it's all working just brilliantly, and I'm very, very happy with how that all went. But there is one thing I want to share with you guys. When I was in that situation where I couldn't chew, I was having to eat little but often, and and then I felt bad with this COVID reaction to the injection that I had. I did still maintain the intermittent fasting, to a degree. When I first had a problem, yes, I was down to probably a 12-12, and I think that's where I was just, it wasn't enough. It was just a little bit too little to maintain. But after about a week or so of me tooth healing and whatever, I could manage that. I went on to the 16-8. I was told that it would be silly for me to stay on this diet the way I am, the way I was at the time, by a doctor. So I was sort of under doctor's orders really to come off the OMAD. But I went to a 16-8, so I had an 8-hour window to get those, the meals. And I think that's where, at the end of that month, that hell month, where I couldn't follow the OMAD, I managed to maintain. I never put any measurements on. In other words, I never got bigger. I stayed the same size. And that is the good way, the good thing about this intermittent fasting. It's so practical. It can easily be anybody's way of life, and it's not a problem. It really is not a problem following a 16-8 diet. That is I would say the normal. You know, once I get down to size that I'm happy with and I'm going to stay at, that's what I'm going to go on. The 16.8. It is not a problem. You know, it's such an easy thing to do. It's so easy, and you're in. You know, you stay in ketosis. Yeah, you have 8 hours where you can nibble, or you can do whatever you like in that 8 hours, as long as you don't go mad, obviously. You know, eat £2 of sugar and 19 tins of Coke and stupid thing like that. You know, if you eat sensibly in that 8 hours, and you know, have a light lunch and maybe a snack with a coffee or something along them lines, and then you have your meal at night, and then you 16-hour fast, it's not a problem. Yeah, it is easy. You know, I'm finding the one meal a day tolerable, very tolerable. I can get by with it, not a problem. On the 16.8, it's like standing on my head. It's like I'm being rewarded. Wow, you know, I can eat this, I can do this in 8 hours. And that is the good thing. That's the good thing. I know that when I'm finished and I know what size I like, and that's it, I'm going to go on a 16.8, and that's where I'm not going to be putting any weight on. These people that go on diets, and they call them yo-yo diets, and I'll tell you the reason why it's a yo-yo is because they got no plan for when they come off the diet. They go back to the way they was doing it before they went on the diet. Nothing changed. So what happens? Up goes your weight again. So when you get to a size that you go back on your diet, and when you lost it, you go back. You don't change what you was from, and that's your problem. That's where the yo-yo is. You're not cutting the string that's put you in that position where you're going on a diet in the first place. That's the bit that you need to alter. And the good thing about this intermittent fasting on the Omad diet is I can change my diet, whereas I'm not on a diet anymore as far as I'm concerned, because I'm eating 8 hours a day. Not a problem. Or I will be. But I'm still keeping the weight off. I'm still keeping the size that I want to be. Yes, admittedly, it is way different to what I was before I started intermittent fasting. But then, now I'm doing the intermittent fasting on the Omad, I can see the benefits of this. And I can see that going from Omad to a 16.8 is like I've just won the lottery. You know? I've just won the lottery. I can eat for 8 hours in a day. Pretty much. So, and still not put any weight on. That is where people fall over. They don't cut the string from what they are doing at that particular time. They decided then, I'm too big, I need to go on a diet. So they go on their diet, they get the weight drops off, they do, yeah, I'm really pleased now, whoomp, and they go back to exactly the same thing and exactly the same routine as they were before they went on the diet. So the inevitable happens. Up goes the weight. So that's my message. If you're going to go on any diet, make sure you've got a contingency plan in for when you come off of your diet. Things have to change. Otherwise, you're going to be doing the yo-yo thing. And that's as simple as that. Alright guys, that's a thought for the day. So, all the best to you. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And click the notification bell. That will give you a notification of when I'm updating my story and my journey. And give us a like on this one. All the best to you guys, and keep it going. Ta-da.